Correct. So this is my basic framework, so to speak, for the abstract. I use painter's tape to tape some of the pieces down to keep them in place, so when I'm holding things down and tracing around with my pencil, things aren't getting knocked out of whack, which is very easy to do when you're trying to hold on to, you know, half a dozen pieces at one time. Now, I'm doing this, I'm tracing this because these are what I'm going to be filling up. Now that does not mean that I'm going to put one solid piece of glass in here. That's not the intention of this. But some of the stuff that I'm using is so dark, you know, it just laughs at a light table. Okay, using a light table, see, no, I didn't get that one. See, that's another reason. So, it just laughs at a light table. It is so dark and so dense, and I'll show you in a minute, but I have to get a flashlight to show it to you, because it is so dark and it is so dense, okay, that the next step after getting all of this traced is to slide it off of here, okay, because this is, like I say, this is the outline for the holes. Okay, let me get the flashlight real quick and show you what I mean by super dark. And part of the reason, because this is the title for this is Goth, which is very, I want it very dark. I can't, if you can even see this, how dark this is. Okay, so I'm using really dark glass and some of the other stuff which is not so dark, but has some light portions to it. The sunlight, when it hits this, will barely go through this glass. Okay, but it'll help push sunlight through the rest of it, so it actually shows up. This will more than likely be almost black without direct sunlight, and that's fine because, like I said, the title of this is Goth. Now, okay, I've outlined all of this. My next step, okay, is to slide this off, okay, just slide it out of the way, okay, just slide it out of the way, and then I'll make a copy with my carbon paper like I showed before, these lines, okay, so everywhere there's an X, okay, when I'm putting these X's, that's where I'm going to use glass to fill it up. And like I say, I'm not going to use a solid piece of glass in here. It's going to be broke up. I've got other stuff that I want to use, but it's so opaque, okay, so dark, that I can't lay it on top and cut around it. Some of the shapes in here are going to be kind of complex. But that's how I get a pattern for the abstract. Okay, so that's kind of what I wanted to show you. So the next step is to move all of this out of the way so I can make my copy, and then I will cut the pattern out, cut these out, and then I will fill that up, and I'll set these things back on there like it's supposed to be. So this is starting an abstract. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.